Hello everyone and welcome back to Voozie attempts to play the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth in 30 minutes. Last run was well, I took a step back and saw that it was a bit of an unmitigated disaster. Never mind. Seed for today is MZZN 6S7J. So, item room. I'm not falling into that trap again. I am not falling into that trap again. Okay, so for those of you that... Yeah, alright. I'll fall into this trap instead. For those of you that weren't here for the previous episode, I picked up blank card on the first floor and it turned out to be monumentally useless throughout the entire run. I think the best card we actually found was a fool card, which is pretty subpar, to be honest. Let's not get hit here. Yeah. But I mean, you win some, you lose some. I mean, it was my first day back after a while. I'm not trying to make excuses, but at the same time I'm trying to make excuses. Such is life. Cursed Eye, I picked it up because it's fun. It's fun, and I like the idea that it could teleport us into a very favourable position. It's also an instant escape from boss rush ticket, so we don't need to be concerned about that anymore. As long as we actually pace up a bit compared to the last run where we went too slowly, I think. Yeah, nothing more embarrassing than dying on a curse room of your own volition. But that's in the past, that's happened, we don't need to worry about it anymore. We can't change it. This guy's still alive? We hit him with 6 bullets in the face. That's quite a lot. This guy should take a bit of a beating though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I do quite like Cursed Eye. I'm a fan. Dry Baby is also pretty good as well. That's a pretty good result for us. We can push this guy into the fire thanks to our Cursed Eye shots. Have a bit of impact on them, which move enemies in directions where you want them to go. And Magic Mushroom. That's pretty good. That's the best boss room item in my opinion. I think we did have a Tinted Rock earlier on the floor, so we'll come back and try and find it and destroy it. Because I do desire Spirit Heart very much. On the previous run, we had a bit of a problem with... Oh no. Why? Why did I do that? What was going through my head when I put down that bomb? I must have known that that was going to happen. And there was a Tinted Rock in the next room. Anyway. I'm pretty disappointed with that, to be honest. I gotta be honest. But Burning Basement 2 is much better than Cellar 2, so we're much less likely to take damage. We've found a Tinted Rock already, so a bomb completes the trifecta, bifecta I suppose, of trying to find a Spirit Heart, which is nice. I would quite like to get Dry Baby to work on this room, but I'm thinking there might not be many opportunities to make that happen. And this guy got hit by a couple of lucky shots, so it should not be too long for this world. And we do find a bomb, which is great. It means we can destroy this Tinted Rock and try and find some Spirit Heartage, and also get this money as well, which is pretty good news. And in fact, that's exactly how it happened, and we got our bomb back. Lovely. Now I'm feeling a lot better about myself. Let's try not to get hit by the fires in this room, because that would be a very sad way to be teleported into a room that we don't want to be in. That's another very good thing about Cursed Eye, allows you to put out fires quickly. But then again, Soy Milk allows you to do that, and it's not a very good item, generally speaking. I qualify that because there are people who, you know, they find all kinds of items to be interesting. I mean, I like Guillotine, and to some people that's insane. Dry Baby? No. Dry Baby? No. Dry Baby? Dry Baby? No. Okay, never mind. This guy's... yeah, there we go. Shop contains Convoiter and a bag of pills, neither of which we really want, but we could buy a battery and reroll our deal with the devil. Instead, I will buy a Spirit Heart and not reroll our shop, unless we find considerably more money. And by considerably more, I mean get to 20 cents before our before the time we leave the floor. Or we could find that battery charge. Blue Baby's Only Friend is really good, as long as we don't stop moving it. If we stop moving it, it means we become vulnerable again. So maybe it was prudent to reroll that. Never mind. what's done is done. So a lot of mistakes on this run already, I think. But then again, if taking Blue Baby's only friend on your run is a mistake, then such as, you know, it means something's wrong with your run, right? I'm not sure if this is actually helping, but it's allowing me to keep my Cursed Eye charge, which is nice. Super Bandage is good. Lord of the Pit is good. I'm in a pretty good space now. Pretty good place. Let's just go. I think one thing I'm noticing about my early game Isaac play is I'm taking too long on these early floors. We get a rune, and it's an AWAS rune. So maybe Blank Card was a good choice. Who knows? I mean, we haven't really gotten much mileage out of the D6, but, you know, that could change later on. What am I going to use AWAS for? Well, it's a boss rush escape, but we already have one of those. So I'm thinking maybe we use it to enter a boss trap room or a mob trap room and escape the floor using that rune. I think that's a pretty good idea and a pretty good play. Yeah, I think I really have, in terms of Isaac, I've kind of forgotten kind of my basic order of operations for what is valuable to do on a floor and what is not valuable to do on a floor. And our tier stat is actually pretty good, so we could release these tiers a lot earlier than we are. And an item room is... we are in danger of getting hit, so I'm going to move out of the way. Good. Mom's Eye is not good. D100. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not, indeed. Strange Attractor, Key Bum, what looks like Tech Point 5, E. coli, Steven, and could be the Soul. Could be the Soul. We'll take PhD. We might as well have the Pill as well. It's a range upgrade. It's not particularly impressive. Strange Attractor is a bit worrying, and the fact that we haven't got any damage is also a bit worrying. Especially on a room like this where the targets are very small and move around very quickly. But never mind. I'm sure we'll find a battery charge soon. Or clear 6 rooms. The Tech Point 5 is also pretty good here because it will... Yeah, it's supplementary damage that is not our tiers, even though it does actually downgrade your damage slightly. Do I pick up... I think I pick up the Spirit Heart and I pick up the battery and re-roll this because it's a very dangerous situation to be in. I'm not going to go through this every time. This is our soy milk run, evidently, and we do have some Strange Attractor mixed in, which, you know, kind of makes this into a very difficult situation for us temporarily here. On the plus side, the timer is on our side. We are quite well ahead of time. So, Explosivo might actually be a really good thing for us because, you know, the explosives won't be marred by our poor damage. They'll still do quite a lot. So we'll be likely to get lots of explosions out quickly, which will detonate on enemies. So Explosivo is actually one of the better items we have here, which is very good news. And I forgot to talk about Big Fan. Big Fan is also very nice. That's the one thing that's good about a D100 run, is it gives me a lot of things to talk about every 6 rooms or so. That was quite unfortunate, I think. I think with Soy Milk the tiers explode quite... Oh no, we're going to be here forever. The tiers explode quite... when they are quite short. I should not have picked that up. I'll take this, it could be fun. And we get Conjoined. This looks pretty fun. Maybe if we get close enough we can cause those to explode, get a bit of damage off. We haven't got any kind of charge shot, unfortunately. It's literally just, this is our damage. I don't think we can get the Samson's Chain to sit on top of Mega Maw in any way. We can use it to block spiders, which is good. I am actually a very big fan of Samson's Chain. I think it's one of those items that is criminally underrated because it tears through the Isaac fight and to a lesser extent the Blue Baby fight by blocking all of the shots and not causing you to get hit, which is nice. Yeah, Conjoined is pretty bad news here. Damage downgrade is never very nice. But what can you do? Stretchy. Yeah, I haven't found the D100 in a very long time. Caves 2, no curse. It's also good. Curse rooms I will be exploring. I mean, we have quite a lot of HP, as will happen with D100 runs. We might as well keep our distance because our laser has a lot of range. This is could be a very important room for us. Justice full. It's not a very important room for us. It's pretty, well, meh. When do we stop re-rolling? I don't know. I mean, I usually like to go through Pyro, Skeleton Key. I don't think that actually shows up in the D100 pool. But both of those items would be quite nice. I'm not sure I can convince... we can convince the rock to explode. The moon card is pretty good. It will be a boss rush teleport, though boss rush is not that important. While we have the D100. D100? D100. I think I like D100 better. D100. Just let these guys take their turn and not try and cut through. Cut in line. I'm very British. I like to queue, and I think that reflects in my Isaac play somewhat, dealing with that room. Quarter. Good reroll fodder. Let's reroll now. Beelzebub. So we have flight. We have, again, pretty much no damage, unfortunately. But we do have what I think is Toxic Shock, which is pretty sad because Toxic Shock didn't clear out this room, which shows how little damage we're doing, which is very bad news. Demon Baby is doing something here. Harlequin Baby is doing something here, and that was a very poor dodge. Curse of the Tower is good because it actually gives us some damage. It means we'll be able to clear rooms somewhat quickly. So I think we're in a good state. I think re-rolling with the D100 in the same room as that battery charge was a big mistake. But it is a bit disheartening to know that we've been travelling in the wrong direction for quite some time. As seems to have happened to me quite a lot. Never mind. I'm not sad or anything. I enjoy playing Isaac. I enjoy doing the rooms. I would like to win the run. 2 keys is nice. Can blow this guy up for an extra deal with the devil chance because we haven't blown one of those up yet. This is a room I've not actually seen before. It's quite an odd one. Not a difficult room by any means, but you know, pretty easy. I probably won't go back for that penny. We have more than enough. Proptosis for this room, I think. We have no way of shooting this chap over the rock. I will be D100ing in this room as well. And what have we got here? Oh, our character looks tremendous. We're firing fast, and our tears are of a decent size. We're doing a fair amount of damage, I guess. I think we have spectral tears of some description. And we have the mulligan, host hat, little brimstone actually we should be using. Pisces, stem cells? Something that makes our body dark. I don't know. Could be anything. Could be a number of things. But our damage is not that great. We should throw in a bomb. Might help out. Spectral Tears makes using bombs somewhat easier in some ways. We might as well pick up Crackjacks. We haven't got a trinket yet. Black Lipstick is a thing. Mega Blast. Is this where we turn up the heat? Turn up the heat with Mega Blast? I think so. Thank you, D100. You were a good friend and a good companion. But your time has come. Well, the question of whether or not we're going to make it to Boss Rush now becomes, are we actually going to do Boss Rush? We could do Boss Rush, and it might in fact be in our best interest to do Boss Rush because the Mega Stand laser is actually very good for Boss Rush. In fact, it makes it trivially easy. So let's use our laser now, in the hopes that some of these skulls... Maybe I should stop walking on the skulls? Come on. That's frustrating. Maybe we can get some good mileage out of it for one room. Yeah, that was pretty lacking, I'll be honest. But the fact that we have Stompy makes it pretty certain that we're going to get a good card on this floor. Might as well do that. This guy can take some money. We can put some poop on the ground. Could be fun. I'm not going to go out of my way to pick up all of it. Bomb Friend is something, I guess. Moon to a spades we might as well use. crack these open. We might find something nice. The Empress, that's okay. In fact, it's actually pretty good because it allows us to move fast, and we're not moving very fast at the moment. But I'm still going to roll with the moon card because I would like to teleport, and I should stop talking because I need to breathe and my air is running out in my lungs. Oh, I just don't shut up. Never mind. I guess that must be a good characteristic because everyone is here. This is a floor reroll. Under normal circumstances, I think I should do this room, but I'm not going to do it now because, frankly, I can't be bothered. It would take too much time to use effectively. Hopefully, Bumfriend can get some money out of this room. This is a bit of a dead end. There is a mark drop there, which we can use to gain some health, which is nice. We can trade away some health on our deal with the devil, if we find it prudent to do so. Batteries are also still pretty valuable. I would very much like to have Mega Stan's laser charged. Walking into skulls at this point is a bad idea, so let's try and avoid doing that. There are a lot of skulls on the ground. Easy to walk into them. The penalty for walking into them could potentially be catastrophic, because we could be in here for the rest of our lives destroying skulls. But now the room is cleared, I'm quite happy to do so. Yeah, I mean, it's with a heavy heart that I leave the D100 behind. It's one of my favourite items in the game from a game design perspective. I think it's fantastic because it's one of the great balances. In a game like this where there's not a lot, but there's a fair amount of chance involved, you want to be able to minimize that chance as much as possible, or be able to affect that chance as much as possible. And we did get small rock there. And the D100 helps with that, and the D4, the D6, Perth Row, other runes like this. It means you can easily cobble together a good run and not have it look the same as another run easily. So this is where I'm going to start blasting through rooms, and we're not finding any enemies that are going to slow us down much, which is really good. And we're going to blast through the Fallen, and we get Mum's Knife, which I will take eventually. Thank you. Because I haven't played Isaac in a while, and I want a Mum's Knife run. I want to have a run which is easy for me to win. We don't want either of these, honestly. So let's donate. I mean, we have a lot of money, and we're probably not going to be using it because we might as well give most of it to Bumfriend. Bumfriend might give us something useful in the future. And even if we do find a map, I think we're significantly far ahead of the timer with enough HP that we don't need to worry too much about it. Donations. You are the most fun thing in life. The ability to be generous is a rare quality these days. But the ability to accept generosity, well, I suppose in terms of a donation machine it's quite hard to accept generosity because you tend to jam very often, but you know. People are very generous these days. At least they are to me. Maybe I'm just fortunate. That was good. Yeah, Mum's Knife basically makes this into a win. We don't, there's not much of a threat anymore in terms of what can ruin our run, because damage is not a threat anymore of things that can ruin our run. We don't have Mega Blast yet. I jumped the gun a bit there. I will concede. We might as well do this. Go into our item room. Pick up Capricorn. It's good. We can't pick it up yet because we are still firing a laser from our face, which is something I often forget about. Maybe we can come down here and finish a room quickly. Yeah, we did get good value out of that, I think. What is here? This is a Joker card. I will hang on to the Joker card. I think we're going to finish the floor before... We might as well use it to teleport out of boss rush, is what I'm saying. Because when we finish the floor, we may or may not get a deal with the devil. Actually, no, that's not quite right. If we do get a deal with the devil, we don't want to use our Joker card on it because we would be effectively wasting it. But in the interest of saving time, I'm just gonna roll with it. It doesn't require that much thought. So I'm thinking our boss is actually above And then to the right. Now, why walk across the spikes here? That was needlessly dangerous. How do diagonal shots work with conjoined and Mum's Knife? Okay, so they just shoot out at a 45-degree angle. That's good. At least I know for the future. And I suppose the advantage of conjoined is that I don't need to try diagonal shots. They should just happen without any forethought, really. I mean, rooms like this still take a little bit of time, but you know, it's pretty simple. Mega Blast is ready, which is very good news. We don't need anything from here, so actually we should blow up the man in the middle and try and increase our Devil Deal chance, even though we're going to Joker anyway. Let's play this once. Balls of Steel is nice. Hematemesis could be interesting. Pill from Bumfriend is I found pills. Not really useful. I'm not going to go out of my way to service Bumfriend. I think leaving him to his own devices is probably the best way of doing this. And the mum fight. Shouldn't be too hard. We have basically finished it. We have finished it. That's good. We didn't get a deal with the devil, which is sad and good for us. It means we chose the right thing. Death's Touch, Bomb Bag, Evil Eye, and Common Cold. I think the choice here is pretty obvious. And we joke a card out, and we find 2 items that we can't really make any use of. So we leave. Never mind. That's a bit of a waste of a joker. But at the same time, we couldn't have known what was in there. I mean, Empty Vessel is actually a really good item, but not when you have full HP and 7 red hearts. You know, you're not going to find much use out of it. So the reason I didn't use Mega Blast is because we started with 4 directions to travel in. I would very much like to use Mega Blast to proceed towards the boss. And the more directions we eliminate, the more likely we are to get to the boss. And I just used the key there for no reason, apparently. So let's proceed. And we are going the wrong way, so let's pay another key and continue on our way here. This room is very irritating, so I'm going to skip it. Hopefully we can clear out some more rooms with our Mega Blast here. That was alright, we got a fair few rooms cleared. I'm basically just gunning for the exit, because we have everything we need. We don't need anything else. Chest could give us a little bit of damage, I suppose, but not much that we care about. Now we just wait for this guy. Eventually he will become apparent. Thank you. And we will just walk into him. Lovely. Bloat. You're not going to cause too much trouble for me, I don't think. And indeed you don't. Which is very nice of you, because you tend to cause a lot of trouble for a lot of people. And I'm quite happy that you didn't do it for me. Pact is good. We'll be taking it. Damage and Tears Up is nice, and it doesn't really compromise our HP in any way. Which is very good. Utero 2. Same deal here. We've got 4 directions to travel in, and a Mega Blast that's basically fully charged. But this time I am going to use it in this direction because there is an L-shaped room here. And they are very well suited to being solved with Mega Blast. And we do find this horrible room again. Let's just push across these rocks. Use it to try and solve as many rooms as possible. Basically, that room I think was just a trap because I didn't look at the shape of the button. Lots of consumables. I should be letting Bumfriend take those, but I'm a mean guy. You know, I'm a mean guy. I don't like. You know, I'm the star of the show. Let me have the consumables. That's what I say. Deal with the Devil contains 2 items that we don't really care about, so let's just go. And another Deal with the Devil also contains 2 items that we don't really care about, which means we were heading in the wrong direction with our Mega Blast. But you know, these are rooms we were going to find eventually anyway because we chose this direction. So never mind. We are approaching the 8 minutes remaining mark, which is a tad nervous. But I mean, we're in a good position. I have confidence. We don't have any kind of mapping, so we could conceivably go to every single room and still not have a result. This is a reroll room. I'm not going to do it. I want an easy win. Give me an easy win for once. I want to have a... Well, it's not... Yeah, it is an easy win. I think trying to say that this is not an easy win is a bit of a... Well, it's a lie. This is an easy win. We have Mum's Knife and we have the Mega Stand Laser. Unfortunately, we don't have it for this boss. We should open this Tinted Rock. And it's a chest. Yeah, we don't need more consumables, really. So you are going to die fairly... Oh, wow. Maybe if I accidentally take hits, I will, you know, have some danger on this run. I'm not sure what it is that's firing out those 4 bullets when we get hit. But we've been in here. Let's go up. Up. Yep, good. Nice. To the Cathedral. Again, 4 directions. Again, we'll scout out a room, a direction before we proceed. Because of the way our Mega Satan Laser is organised. Our Standtastic Mega Laser. We should use our Joker card first, I think. And we get Pentagram. Pentagram is good. I'm quite happy with that. And you're paying out with a pill. 1 makes you larger. Yeah, alright, why not? Could be fun. And this is another direction which seems to be devoid of anything. And we get HP to replace the stuff we paid for our deal with. And with 2 directions here, I think we do proceed this way. We can't actually make use of this, which is a bad decision for me. I should have thought of that before going in there. This is a dead end. Well, our Mega Laser's about to run out, so... Yeah, we didn't get much out of that, I'll be honest. And yeah, our chests were pretty terrible. So all in all, a terrible Mega Satan use. We found 8. Yeah. We did lose quite a lot of HP doing that stupidity, because, you know, 2 hearts from the curse room is a bit of a shame. Tinted Rock, though. We can rebuild our HP pretty quickly if we get lucky with Tinted Rocks, like we are. Getting hit there is not nice. And we have turned white. I think that's because death slowed down time, which naturally turns you white, apparently. 6 minutes left. We're doing well, I think. The creep is actually playing a part for the first time in this run, slowing down Gurdy Jr., which is nice. Gurdy Jr. Taking 2 hits there is not very pleasant. We do have 27 bombs, so we should be trying to... I thought Bumfriend moved away from that money. Did you see that? I saw that. He went towards the money and then moved away from it. I'm guessing it's a sticky nickel, which is why he didn't pick it up. But it's quite amusing that he thought he could. I mean, we could go and find out. Maybe I'm just seeing things. I don't know. And our card is the Hierophant. I think we will definitely use this at some point, but not immediately. So of the 4 directions, we proceeded in the wrong direction again, every single way, like we have for the last, I think, 3 floors, which is really quite irritating. We have basically cleared out every single room, except for a couple, I think, which is fine. You know, Isaac was meant to be played, rooms were meant to be come on. Just, yeah, there we go. Alright, we're going to Mega Stan... We're not going to Mega Stan Isaac because we're 1 room shy. I think I made that mistake already earlier. But I mean, we are doing quite well in terms of our damage and our time. 4 hearts is actually pretty good. 6 with the Hierophant. Mustn't forget to use that at an opportune moment. We want to... Yeah, we're quite slow, so we need to be wary of those beams. That's our Mega Stan Laser ready. And on the chest, I think you're not likely to get... I mean, you might get dead ends, of course, but you're not likely to be in a situation where Mega Satan's laser will not take you in roughly the right direction. We'll take all of these, apart from the Game Kid. I don't think it's particularly useful. I'll definitely use the laser in here, because Brownie on the chest can be a real pain. And taking out both of these rooms with the laser is actually very good use for us. If we can get a couple more rooms, that would be ideal, but we didn't. So that's not bad, really. That's not bad at all. We are taking quite a lot of damage. We need to stop doing that. We need to stop doing that immediately, because if we take another hit, we die. So Hierophant gets used. That's fair enough. I think I'm just really bad at this game. I mean, this run should not be losable. We should not be losing this. We should not be anywhere near losing this. But I'm just playing poorly, I think. But you know what? Builds character. Sometimes failure when you know you're going to succeed, it builds character. Maybe. I don't know. If it does, this room. Every time. Let's devil card this. I think that's quite important. I mean, we're basically destroying these components whenever we shoot them. But I think the devil card could help in some way. I think the timer at the moment is the primary concern. We need to be... It could easily change. We could take 2 hits and be in the danger zone very quickly here. There's 1 hit, but there's not much choice we have here. I mean, this room is not very nice for Mum's Knife users, I think. But then again, I mean, the triple envy room, I mean, come on, it's never going to be a nice room. It's probably the worst room on the chest from a time perspective. Not necessarily from a damage perspective. I think that would go to the double adversary room. I'm going to take Shoot the Whoop because I don't think we're going to get enough charge on our Mega Satan laser to win the day. And Shoot the Whoop allows us to do stuff like that, which is really good. We will not use Shoot the Whoop on this room, as much as I would have liked to. Poison Touch, yeah, I mean, it's a thing, but it does slow us down slightly, and we haven't got anywhere near to spun, so I'm not going to be picking it up. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I'm fairly sure I hit him, but I guess didn't really work out for some reason. We do want that red heart. And we do want this battery. I just hope to God that we're going the right way. Actually, why didn't we take the battery with the Mega Satan laser? Okay, this is a bit ridiculous. Time is of the essence, and you're just teleporting me between rooms. I do not appreciate it. And this is a dead end, and I will use Shoot the Whoop here. I think it's a good idea. Alright, time is very short. We now have about a minute left. And the boss fight could be anywhere. We don't know. And it's definitely not here. Definitely not in this direction. And so I'm guessing it's south of where we started. Again, we choose every single direction except for the direction we need to travel in. We don't want the half heart because we want to stay at a half heart interval in case Polaroid invincibility is important. We do actually want to go all the way around here. Oh, God. Come on. We do want to go all the way around here. The reason is there can't be a room adjacent to that room to the south of us. Yeah. So it does actually need to be down here, assuming Curse of the Maze does not ruin our life. So Curse of the Maze teleported us there, arguably favourably. It depends on what's in these adjacent rooms here. I'm guessing that we do indeed need to travel east of here. Yeah, we need this. We need this red heart to survive. That pill could save our life. It's a speed upgrade. That could actually be the difference. We do want to destroy everything on this room. And we do want the 30-minute ticker. Yes, we want that. Okay, that's not ideal. That basically means we lose the run. Unless something amazing drops from this room when we finish it. And we didn't finish it in time. Never mind. Oh. Well, that was a tough one. He says, after saying it was an easy win. I guess we just chose the wrong direction too many times. I mean, maybe... Here's what should have happened. I think I should have seen that that was a secret room, and I should have known to try and go through it and see what was on the other side. Not doing that, I think, cost me the run, and I think a lot of the other floors didn't go my way as well, which is a bit of a shame. I can't believe I lost a run with a D100, Mega Blast, and Mum's Knife. But there you go, that's the way Isaac goes sometimes. Thank you very much for watching. Voozie plays the Bunny Isaac Afterbirth in 30 minutes, or at least tries to. Hopefully I'll see you next time for another 30 minutes run. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time.